AITA for not taking my niece with me in the morning on vacation so her parents could sleep in longer? Okay, so this is something from a few years ago, but it recently popped up in a conversation, and it seems my uncle is to this day salty about it, but I kind of stand by teenager me. Still, I am fully prepared to accept the asshole stamp, because I might have been a bit of an egoist. A few summers back, I went to stay with my grandmother for 2 weeks. Both my aunt and uncle also stayed for a week, my aunt the first and my uncle the second one. My uncle had his first child with him. I think she was around 2 back then. She still slept in a baby park, and came to wind down with his wife. They decided really, to let her sleep in my room, even though we had another empty bedroom, and there was enough place in theirs for the bed. Funny detail. Before this, I had never met my niece, cousin, and had not seen them for a few years. Family dispute, yada yada. Of course, I was conscious to share my room with a baby that woke up around 5:30 a.m. and had the energy of a small Duracell bunny. No hate towards my niece, cousin. She is a child and had not chosen any of this. The first day I tried to accommodate them a bit and keep her busy since I saw that they were tired from the trip. I played with her, put up a baby pool, took her to the local market where they thought I was a teenage mother, etc. My uncle and his wife appreciated it and had voiced this. The second day I was woken up at 6-ish with whining. I decided that after a day of babysitting, I wanted a calm morning to myself. Before my uncle arrived, I always went to the local bakery in the morning with the adjacent coffee shop where I read a magazine or stared at the locals while drinking a coffee and sneakily smoking a cigarette. Knowing that the next hours would be filled with screams, crying, and cooing, I took my sweet time before returning with the pastries and bread. Upon my return, my uncle and aunt were waiting for me. My uncle asked where I went and if I had not heard my cousin being awake. I responded that I had, but that I decided to go to the bakery alone. He asked me why I had not taken her with me because now, her mother had to wake up and take care of her. Teenager me, bless her, just stared at him with the viennoiseries dangling in my hand until the moment became too uncomfortable and my grandmother called me from inside. She said I could have relieved them a bit more since they are young parents and it had only been a day. When I told her it had been a very intense day yesterday, my uncle overheard, laughed, and said that I underestimated it, and it is indeed something else. The day after the next, I returned home. No further incidents happened, but I strategically kept my distance. So, AITA, I understand that it might have been nicer, and it was only day 2, but at the same time I feel like they set it up in a way that I would be responsible for waking up with her every day, even if it was only for 4 days. Friends are divided. Only my dad is fully on my side. My uncle jokingly brought it up in a conversation where it was mentioned I am pregnant, as a study of my character. Edit. In my language, there is no difference between cousin and niece. Thank you for the correction. Update. Thank you all, from the bottom of my heart, for replying. I was alone at my dad's after the family reunion yesterday, and normally my fiancé is my sanity check, but sadly he could not join. I mostly lurk in this sub. The comments set me straight but also made me laugh. These stupid pregnancy hormones make me doubt everything. When my dad turned in tonight, he passed by the couch, gave a kiss on top of my head and said, "You're doing fine, darling," and then quickly scuttled away upstairs. And that was all I need to sleep well tonight. Thank you again, kind strangers.